Okay guys, welcome back to our channel. Hope you are doing great. So let's get started with the problem of a day of lead. So the problem name is reversal linked list 2. So given the head of a singly linked list and a two integer left and right, where left is less than or equal to right, okay, and reverse the nodes of the list position from left to the position right and return the reverse of a linked list. Reverse the list. Okay, fine. So what the question is saying, friends, like if you're given this linked list, okay, suppose if you're given this linked list and if they said as a left pointer like 2 and a right pointer like 5 or make it 4. Okay, so if suppose they says this that left pointer is 2 and right pointer is 4, so you have to start from this and you have to reverse this linked list. Like suppose if the linked list is suppose 3 and 4 and 5, okay, and suppose they have given to us as left is 2, okay, and which is the right is 4. Okay, so from this side you have to reverse the linked list. Okay, so if you just reverse that linked list, so what will the reverse of this linked list will become? It will become like 4, 3 and 2 and 5. Okay, and you have to just simply return this answer as a linked list. Okay, right. So in this question we will be seeing a pattern. Okay, you will be do with the ordinary method of that reversal linked list. Okay, it's not a problem, but for that you have to maintain two things, which is the left pointer, okay, the count for a left pointer and a right pointer for making a linked list. Okay, so you don't have to interrupt the before element of the left. Okay, so what do I mean, like if you see from this left side, we are not changing the one. Okay, before two elements. Okay, before the number of 2 we are not changing the element. Similarly for the after right, we are not changing the element. Okay, so for that you have to handle that case. Okay, and from this question we are seeing the pattern, because in this question we are actually getting a pattern. Okay, if you see like if I give you the element like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so if you see like we have given a linked list. Okay, and we have also given the left and a right pointer. Okay, and suppose if I just reverse this linked list. Okay, if I suppose reverse this linked list, what it will become? Just a second. Okay, okay, so if I just reverse the linked list from this side to this side, so what it will become? It will become like 1 3 2 4 and 5 comma 6. Okay, okay, so you can see that after 2, basically from 3, after 3 we are not changing the element of 4 and 5. Okay, they will still remain same. Okay, so in this case we get to know we have to do the in a loop condition. We have to go into the loop condition. Okay, one thing is clear from this question. Okay, fine. Okay, and next time if you see we have done this part. Okay, and now if we come to 4. Okay, now if we come to 4 and if we change that if we change the condition, what it will become? It will become like 1 4 3 comma 2 2 and 5 and 6. Okay, this is becoming a linked list. Okay, similarly. Okay, so what is the pattern in this question we are following? Like, okay, so what we are doing, like we have given this linked list. Okay, suppose we have a linked list like 1 dash 5 4 3 2 6. Okay, so you can clearly see what we are doing. Just we have to maintain a pointer of for previous next. Okay, for previous next, what we are doing, if you see that 5 is over here. Okay, 5 is over here, so what we are doing, we are making the connection for 5 from this side. Okay, so it will become 1 comma 5 from this side. Okay, from this side 1 comma 5 we have made the connection for the for each and element, for each and every element in the loop condition. Okay, so we have do this condition for this element. Okay, and next time what we are doing, we are seeing that just if we have a current element, so if we have a current element, we just have to do if suppose like I have also taken a current element which is a previous dot next. Okay, so after if my previous is this, then the current element will be this 4. Okay, so if suppose because it in a starting it will be a 2. Okay, you can see it will be a 2. Okay, so what I will be doing, just go to the current element and just make the connection from 6. Okay, so this is current next to current next. Okay, So you can see from current next to next. Okay, and next condition, what the next condition have left. Now you have to make the condition for you have to connect 5 with 4. You have to connect 5 with 4. So you have to store that element in the starting. Okay, otherwise it will be loose. Okay, for that you can create a list node. Okay, you can just create a list node of temp or anything kind of, and just store that previous of next. Okay, just store that element. Okay, and once you have stored that element, and just make the connection for previous dot next, and next just points to the temp element. Okay, just point to the temp element and it will be like over. Okay, so next time you can see that your linked list have become like 1, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, this is the case which we have to do. Okay, so in a code part, what we are doing, we have just found out the we have found out the previous element which we are talking about, this element. So if suppose my previous is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so if I have to found for left element, for this element for left, if I'm talking about, so I have found that previous element for this. Okay, so this is my previous element. Okay, fine. Okay, so next time what we are doing, I'm just storing the previous. What is the next element after previous? Okay, so what is the next element after previous? Okay, so I'm just storing the previous next. Okay, so I've just stored that two element into the current element. Okay, into the element. Okay, fine. Okay, so next time what we are doing, we just go to the for loop condition. I am just storing that previous dot next element, the next element after 2. Okay, after 2 I'm just storing that element into the temp element. Okay, just store that element. Okay, and the same condition what we are doing, I'm just making the condition for previous dot next. Just make the correction for current dot next. Okay, for this previous, if suppose my current is over here, so I just made the connection for that previous to be current dot next. Okay, for this that comes over here, so we have just made the connection for previous dot next. Okay, and the next time what we are doing, I'm just made the for the current dot next, I've made like current dot next and next. Okay, so for this, if suppose it's my current, so I've just made the current, it is a next element, and after next. Okay, so the next connection is made to 5. Okay, right, and similarly for the previous dot next equal to temp. Okay, for the next element which is a temp element, so it will be like previous dot next and next for temp. Okay, so we have made the connection for all the elements. Okay, and similarly we just return the dummy dot next element. Okay, so I am just declare the element also dummy dot next and no dummy next head. Okay, fine. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me on a comment section. Okay, thank you.